Hello, pile number one. So you chose this beautiful transparent cat for your item. It is really interesting because it has some kind of colors inside, green and blue, but basically it is transparent, so you can see through it. But when I look through it, I don't see the environment how it is. I see it a little bit distorted. So we are going to include this as well in your reading. And now I'm going to place this here. And today we are going to today we are going to receive the letters from your future self. So what your future self came to tell you, to your now. You now. Let's see. What will be the messages from your future self to you now? We will see also where you are now. File number one. And then we will see what messages, what letters we are receiving from your future self. Sometimes if we would have any kind of feeling where we reached in life, where we are going to reach, where we are going to come, then maybe we would not do certain things that we are doing at this moment, because we would have more trust where we are going, that we are going to get there. So maybe we would change some things now. And that is the purpose of this reading as well, not to do things that we don't have to do. Knight of Wands, Queen of Pentacles reversed, Eight of Strength, eight that is Strength, and Five of Pentacles, okay? Passion, the potential union of duality, Joy, and Reframe. Okay, pile number one. So you are at the moment in some kind of you are in a good phase. So that is what I see. You're in a good phase. You are full of energy. You are you see how energetically you are going forward in whatever you are doing. However, no matter how you are trying and working and doing, there is no income in return how you would want it to be. You have strength and you have energy to do things that you want. However, the outcome is not there and you are not receiving what you want to receive. This could be literally, I could see here financial struggles, because with this card, Five of Pentacles, I can see some kind of disappointment, abandoning of plans. Maybe you had a plan to do something, to buy something, to go somewhere, and because of the finances and changes in the finances, you simply could not do it, or you cannot still do it. Maybe you wanted to secure yourself concerning your security, stability, like apartment, house, but however, you had to stop that as well because finances were not flowing or are not flowing still. And this is the reason why we see this this figure here, this man here in front of this unfinished house, because it looks like he was building it but couldn't finish it. And now he's taking time to rest, but in a way, with these bubbles, we even can assume that he is drunk. What does that mean is that forced pause came on place here, and something that you really started very, very radically, very fast, very rush, full of energy, full of optimism, full of trust that it's going to work. At the end, it didn't work. This can also be a relationship, something that started very fiery, very strong, very passionate, and then suddenly resources went and nothing actually happened, and this half, not half finished, we cannot say it like that, but the relationship didn't came to the fruition. It came to the half stage. Something needs to be built up, but it never did build up. And here we can see some kind of giving up from the moment. So in this situation that I can see that what is happening to you, what your future self is trying to tell you is that you are not going to lose the passion no matter what will happen to you. Either if this is relationship wise or this is business wise, the passion will still remain there, because you will have the capability in the future to reframe very easily where you are, why you are there, and what is going on around you, and how to switch it, how to change it. Your future self is telling you that the potential of union of duality. This card is very interesting because it is connecting two of you. So most of us, we always feel that there are two of us inside of us. So we have like somebody who is, you know, like a little angel and little devil. We have some part of us that is always pushing us to do good things, and we have that other part that it is tempting us to do bad things. And the future self is telling you that what you are struggling now with inside of yourself, like it's a battling between that good and bad side, it would be something that will be balanced in the future. So you will find a solution, you will find a recipe, you will find a way how to balance this one part, another part of yourself. And the good news is that the good you is going to win. So the good you is going to win with this joy within. That means that all of the temptations and all of the things that you are having inside of yourself, like every human being, that will vanish through time, because you will find the balance and you will find fulfillment. Oops. Okay, so these cards went inside, so we are going to take them as well. So you're going to find fulfillment where you are, and your future self is telling you that you have a very, very big, I'm going to place it here in the middle. Your future self is telling you that you're going to be very happy, actually. With the Knight of Pentacles and with Three of Cups reversed, I can see that your life is gonna go in very serious direction concerning the money. Something is gonna start changing, and you're gonna start providing. And with providing, you will start making some kind of plans, bigger plans. And the things that you were doing up to now are not going to be any more interesting to you. So having fun, going out on dates, spending time on social media, procrastinating the time, wasting time, and so on, doing nothing basically, that will not be interesting for you anymore, because the income that you will start receiving will need your attention. It will need your... You will have to sit and you will have to start planning. You will have to start investing, see how you could spend the money that you are earning, and so on and so on. So your future self is telling you actually that if you are now at the moment where you don't have money and you are almost giving up from the idea that you will have a very well and secure future concerning the money, that is definitely not truth, because we can see you here very, very stable, monetary stable, and we can also see you very serious. So you're abandoning some kind of low patterns of behavior, and you are focusing on what is important for the future. You are investing in something, you are creating something valuable, and I want to also see a little bit more about that. So your future self is telling you, don't worry about the money, basically. Don't worry about security, because that is something that you will have. That is something that you will come to. Just a second to see a few more cards. That doesn't mean that your life is not going to be filled with laughter and with company and friends, but it will definitely not be shallow like it maybe was or is at this moment. So what we see here is Ace of Chalices and Page of Pentacles. That means that your future self is telling you that very soon you're going to start working on something that will captivate you very deeply. So you will emotionally going to connect with this thing you are going to be doing. It could also be that you will acquire money so that you could invest it in something which is very, very dear to your heart. And something very noble, as I can see, something that could make a lot of people happy or warm. Also, it could be your family, because this water that we see is having the same source. So it could be something that is people around you. It could be connected with family, people who are surrounding you, who are important to you in your life. With this appreciation and gratitude and this inspire, your future self is telling you that you need to find sources of inspiration in music. And that means that music is something beautiful, but it can also drive some unwanted emotions depending what we are listening, actually. If we are going to listen depressed, sad music, of course it is going to affect us very sadly and depressive, basically. If we are going to listen very aggressive music, it is going to put that kind of emotion inside of us. So your future self is telling you, listen to inspiring music, something which is light, something which is happy, something which is joyful, which is wise, something that will guide you on the way. Not something that will pull you towards the worlds that you don't want to be attached with. For example, some music will boost your ego in the way that you will go, off the road as well. You don't want to go off the road. The point of this life is not to get rich and then kill yourself at the end because of the misery. The point is to work on something valuable and to create something after us that we can actually use for benefits of others and our benefits. So it needs to be mutual. It needs to be something that will catch everyone in the picture, not something that will just give some kind of temporary pleasure or satisfaction at the moment, or fame, which is absolutely irrelevant in this life. So appreciation and gratitude starts by appreciating and being grateful for what we have. And that is what your future self is also telling you. Appreciate and be grateful for what you have now, despite it looks like you don't have many or much. You really do. And your future self is very aware that this, where you are now, it's a very important step that you need to go through so that you would come to this realization phase of your life. In the future, you can see that not even long from now, from this moment, it will be quite near future. We can see that already some money flow will come and something very valuable you will be able to build. And I want to take a few more cards as messages. What else we can receive? We will do it like that. No. Observe the unfolding free flight of the soul, personal symbol, your own soul key, and the Queen of Wands. Okay, so with the unfolding and the free flight of the soul beside this observe, I would say that the future self is telling you that it is like all is part of the big puzzle. So every puzzle needs to be there so that you would see whole picture. What is going on, why it is going on, where it is going. Free flight of the soul definitely here means that maybe you are restricting yourself too much because your soul knows where it needs to go. And maybe you put some kind of boundaries over your soul, not letting it to go where it needs to go. So your soul knows its path and you just need to believe in it as well. So many of you maybe lost some kind of trust or belief in your own capabilities. So some of you think that maybe you are not capable of doing something, you are not good enough to do something, or you, no matter how much you do or how much effort you put in something, it's not going. But your future self is telling you no, it will go. When you will put fully your soul in something, then it will go, it will flow. Because this personal symbol, your own soul key, that means that it's like a password. So only you know what is the key. Only you have the key. Only you know what is the key. Nobody else can know. And when you unlock the potential of your soul, when you see what your soul actually needs, then you will be unstoppable, pile number 1. With this Queen of Wands, we see that your fiery nature. So you have, look at this, Knight of Wands, and now we see Queen of Wands. That means that you really have a lot of fire inside of yourself, and a lot of strength. You are a very strong and powerful person. When you have an idea, you can totally sit with it until you finish it, which is quite rare because people don't have patience and they flew away even before they see the first results. So your future self is telling you that there will be a moment in your life when you are going to find this key of your soul and you are going to unlock the potential. And at that moment, the unfolding is going to happen. Unfolding of your life, basically. You will set yourself towards the goals that you actually want, not that somebody else is telling you to do. And then you will just observe how pieces are coming onto its place and how the bigger picture is showing up. And this is what we can see here with this beautiful Ace of Chalices, and of course this card, which I think that it is very important. So with these two cards, we can see that the potential union of duality and Ace of Chalices. That means that when we finally find the way how to control ourselves, how to balance our good and bad side, when the good side finally prevails, then the channels are going to be open to us, because the universe is basically supporting goodness. And if we are doing something which is good, which is positive, then doors are opening for us. When we are doing something which is not good or we should not do, then doors are closing, literally closing in front of our nose. So wherever we try to enter, those doors just close. And that's enough as a sign from above that we know that that is not the path that we need to go. Because the path that we need to go, it's just going to be open. Everywhere where we knock, doors will open. Everywhere where we ask, we will be welcomed. So just have that on your mind, pile number 1. And don't forget that your future self is telling you that this thing that you are craving deep inside of yourself, doing something with your life that will truly make you really happy and fulfilled emotionally, because that is the most important to you, will come into your life. So it is there. You just need to go through some little steps and few learnings on the way, and that is going to be your final destination. So I hope that you enjoyed this reading. It is very beautiful reading. It is very powerful and it is very full of insights. If you are enjoying my readings, please subscribe, like, share, or comment. Everything that you do as a support, it is really, really important to me, and it's helping me to grow this channel more. And I really enjoy doing this for you. So I wish you all the best, and I hope that everything will be good with you. Pile number 1, good luck and see you soon. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. So pile number 2, you took this beautiful cat made from wood. It is not a black cat, but it could be a black cat. So we are going to place it aside. Let's say that you are our black sheep of in the reading. I'm kidding, of course. So we are going to put it like here, and we are going to ask today a question about your future self. What your future self has to tell you. We are going to see where you are at this moment concerning your life, what is troubling you, what is the problem or issue or struggle at this moment. And then from there, we are going to move on to seeing what your future self has to tell you. We are going to take a few more cards. Sometimes when we are in some kind of maybe harder situation in life, then knowing what is going to be with us in the future would help us to maybe change some things and maybe do some things different than we are doing it, because then we would have some kind of security that we don't have to do some things in the way how we want or how we are pulled, or that we could do things better, in the better way, because we deserve better ways. So let's see what is going on with you, pile number 2. It is 4 of Pentacles reversed and 8 of Pentacles reversed. Then we have Knight of Chalices and we have Queen of Wands. Responsibility, truthfulness, barrier, and soul. Okay, so pile number 2. I see that you have been experiencing lately a lot of injustice in your life. It could be that you were not valued on your work or in your relationship. It could be that you were giving much more than it was given to you, and that kind of energy, when it is too long there, it starts really frustrate us through time. So no matter how big heart you have and no matter how patient you are, through time, when people are mistreating us over and over again, we start being empty inside, and that is natural reaction on that action, simply. So you basically already gave up from everything. You gave up from everything, and you are not a person who is usually giving up. So you are a very fiery person in nature. You have a lot of energy, a lot of passion, a lot of love for life, and you don't give up, actually. But I see you giving up here, because it seems like the things went too far and you just spent all of your inner resources. You don't have anything to give, because everything that you gave was mistreated in a way or another way. And if this is business-wise, then on your job or in the job that you are working on, people are not treating you fair. They are not paying you well, or they are not paying you at all. Or you have some skills that are really crazy, you are talented, you are very good, but you are not receiving the money that you deserve concerning the talents and the work that you actually do. And concerning the relationships, if this is relationship-wise, then you are investing a lot in your relationship, but the person that you are with is not reciprocating back. And you are slowly staying without resources. Because when we give, nothing is coming back, then we start becoming empty until we give up and we don't have anything more to give. Then that connection usually ends and we cannot restore it again, because we spend all of our resources. Because love and feelings are alive. They are alive. They are like organisms. They need to breathe, they need to eat, they need food to grow, they need food to be alive, to stay alive. So we cannot expect feelings and love to survive if we don't feed them. And this is the problem, let's say, your current situation or the problems that you have been having lately. And your future self is here to tell you that you need to take the responsibility for your action and be truthful to yourself. In which way I mean that? Responsibility is very close here to soul. So you have some responsibility towards yourself as well. You have responsibility to take care of yourself. You have a responsibility to take care of your emotions, to take care of not letting others to mistreat you, not letting others to behave towards you in the way how it is not okay to behave. So if you are giving and somebody is ignoring, you definitely need to take responsibility for your own soul and to protect your soul from the person that it is doing that to you. Because your soul is your mirror. That is who you are. You are your soul. You are not the body. You are not the mind. You are not the feelings. You are the soul inside. That is the only thing that exists. Everything else doesn't, actually. And that means that you need to protect what you are deep inside. If something is hurting you over and over again, then you need to find a way to protect. You have to take that responsibility for yourself. And you have to be truthful enough to admit that to yourself, that some kind of barriers that you are going on through now are making you stronger for the things that are coming. Your future self is telling you that barriers that you now have are now there, but they will not be there in your future. You will not have those kind of barriers in the future. Your future will be totally different. And I want to see, just to go further into it, what your future self have to say to you. Queen of Wands reversed and Ten of Pentacles. This is beautiful. You will not be alone anymore. So your future self is telling you that the period of being alone is going to end, and that you are going to have that family, that group of people that are around you, really strongly connected with you. It could be your own family, and it could be also a very strong connection with friends and people that love you. But this Ten of Pentacles is usually some kind of completion of something that you are going to create with your own hands. You always had the feeling like you need to do the things by yourself because you can do the things the best from everyone. So you can probably do the things the best. But that doesn't mean that you want to do those things all the time. So in this case, your future self is telling you that there will come a moment when you will be able to remove that pattern of behavior. So you will not anymore be the person who is always going to be the one taking care of everything and doing everything. You are going to have a big, huge support. And I could even say the community support. You will be supported from all sides, from family sides, from community sides, from everyone. You will have a very big success in work that you are doing. Whatever you are doing now, that it is not paid well, that it is not there, that didn't came yet, it will come 10 times more. This is why we have 10 of Pentacles. And we see this 4, 8, and then 10. And now we are going to move forward to see the next messages. Trust in the higher guidance and healing. So, trust in the higher guidance means that something is guiding us on this way, and something is going to show us directly where we need to go and how. So if you at this moment don't know the pathway, you don't even need to know it, because when time comes, you will know what you need to do and at what moment. It will be a shift. And I see that this beautiful community support is going to give you a lot of healing and sense of healing, because that is what you need. You need support, because here how you are doing everything alone, this is really not making you happy and fulfilled in your life. So to move forward with the messages, we are going to ask a few more things. And here we see balance, ponder, and become whole healing. So balance and ponder. With the ponder, we can say that you're going to bridge and connect unconnectable. You're going to do something very, very interesting, something that other people cannot do. So almost like a magician, you're going to connect two things that are barely connectable. So if something now that you're thinking or you're having some kind of vision about and it seems like it's impossible, yes, it is possible and you will be able to do it. It seems to me like you are the only one who can do it. And with this card of abundance and 10 of Pentacles, I mean, this is really the huge, huge card. I think that what is going to happen here and what your future self is telling you, that you don't need to be afraid at all. That solution is going to appear basically by itself. With this card that I see as a card of fate, this is a card that shows us that you will not have to wait for this switch to slide into this new phase of your life long. So this could happen relatively soon for you, pile number 2. And we can see that it could be in 10 months, in 5 months, or even on 10th of 5th next year. This is something that is divinely guided. So this is not under your control. You don't control events. This needs to happen because this is your path. And this is where you need to come. This is where you need to be. We have forgiveness and we have Queen of Pentacles. So forgiveness is very, very much connected with becoming whole and healing. And this is very important because if people were mistreating you, or if they were ignoring you, or if they were sucking your energy, or they were not appreciating you, they were not grateful for you, and they were using you or using your energy to benefit their own shallow needs, this means that the justice will definitely come for them, but that is not your thing. You need to work on becoming whole and heal yourself, because you need this frequency to step up from this and to go into this new stage of your life. And this you can only do through forgiveness. So forgive to everyone and everything that brought you to the point where you are now at this moment. So everyone or anything that it is not good towards you, you need to find the forgiveness within yourself, because forgiveness will create a space for becoming whole and to heal. As a Queen of Pentacles that you are, that you will be, you already are, but you're not aware of it at this moment. It means that you're going to be incredibly successful and incredibly magnetic. This is a person who has everything under control. And this is a person who has everything, abundance of everything. This is a person who is supported by family, by community, by friends, by absolutely everyone, because they are doing the right thing. They are doing what they need to do, and they are following their soul purpose. That is very important. So this is what you are going to become, and your future self, this Queen of Pentacles, is telling you, don't worry. Because whatever's now, it's not in balance. And whatever now it is happening, if you feel like you are receiving so much less than you're giving and giving and giving, this is going to switch very, quite soon. Quite soon. Because something very special is coming your way, pile number 2. And everything is going to be sorted out in ways that you cannot even imagine at this point. Because if you think that you are going to succeed, this is the small word for that. It's going to be very stable success. Very stable success. So I'm going to take 1 or 2 more cards, and then we are going to finish with these messages. I'm leaving this card on purpose because I really love it here. I love how it is shining. Because that is your future self, actually. That is who you are. That is from where you are coming. To remind yourself that you will be very successful. 1 card fell, so I'm going to take that card as well. I'm going to place this one here. So we have Page of Wands, we have Reconnect, Compassion, and 8 of Pentacles. Yes, so everywhere where I see now in this reading, I see you. So your future self is telling you, don't lose your spark. and don't let other people to kill this spark, because the spark that you have is very magical spark. You are a very talented person. You have a very creative spirit, and you can do really, really amazing things. And don't let anyone or anything to kill that spark. Appreciate it. Keep it safe. Keep it safe. And have compassion towards everyone around that are not able to connect to the sources that you are connected with, because many people cannot connect to those sources, and we cannot do it for them. So leave your roots, bloom, but be aware that there will be people around you that will not be aware of what is going on there with you. And sometimes you will have to flower your flowers alone. You will have to, you see how she is nurturing her garden and her flowers, basically by herself. But the thing is that how the flowers are growing, these flowers are more and more becoming useful for everyone. That is the thing. So if we start doing something positive, even if it is small and it seems like it is just for us, if it's growing and if it's going, then it's going to affect many people. Many people. It's going to be suddenly very, very important for all. So one person can really change the world, and one person can really influence it. And with this 10 of Pentacles that I see here, again, pile number 2, you don't have to be afraid of poverty or that you are not going to succeed. You are going to succeed. And you are going to come to the very powerful place where you will have a lot of influence on society. People will hear about you. People will follow you. People will listen to you. So don't let this situation or anyone else to kill your spark. Always protect it and keep it shining. I hope that this reading was useful for you, that it brought clarity to your pathway, and that it is helping you on your way. If you love my readings, please subscribe and like and share and comment. I really love to read your comments. And I appreciate a lot your support from the depth of my heart, because that is really helping me to grow this channel more and more. And I want to create more videos like this for you. So thank you so much, pile number 2, and have a beautiful day or evening wherever you are. See you soon. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. So you chose this beautiful black cat. It is actually marble cat. So it's very, very heavy, but it is very beautiful. Very beautiful. We're going to put it aside for a moment, and we are going to ask what your future self has to tell you. What your future self has to tell you. But we are going to start by seeing firstly where you are and what is going with you at this moment. And then we will move from there. Pile number 3. We have to see what are your current troubles and worries. And then we are going to include your future self to help you with it, so that you can gain a little bit more courage and a little bit more confidence for your path ahead. We are going to take those 2 and 2 more, and then we can continue. Okay, so we have Page of Swords and King of Pentacles reversed. We have Lovers and we have Queen of Chalices. Okay, we have the heart opens itself, and we have casual play, passion, and relax. Okay, so first of all, I see that you don't have bigger problems at this moment in your life, which is very nice to see. I see that there are some setbacks with your career. something that you're investing in, it's not going as you want, but it is not going bad. It's just not going in the way how you want it. Maybe you are very emotionally attached to what you are doing and you are taking everything personally, so it is not meeting your expectations. But overall, I can see that you are either in love or you just started new relationship, but it is some kind of beginning of connection. And it is going good. It is going very good, actually. You see the potential of it. And for now, probably you're just in some kind of verbal phase where you are getting to know each other. Maybe you are talking a lot, or you are starting knowing more about each other. And this is something which looks okay. Although the lovers, usually to me, it depicts the not really the serious card. It more seems like, how to express, it more seems like you want a relationship. So you are not so much yet into this person, how much you are into you want to be with somebody. That's it. And you still don't know about this person. So we don't know if this person is going to be okay or not. We don't know anything about it yet. This is just very beginning, very, very starting stage of it. And now we are going to move to your future self to see what it has to say. So your future self, it's saying that maybe you are not enjoying the path enough. So the road, the trip. Your future self is saying, it would be better that you slow down a little bit and that you smell the roses, how the proverb says, like smell the roses on the way. Enjoy the process. Don't just hold to the results of the process. It's like, for example, if you are in this kind of process, enjoy it by itself. Don't try to rush it so that something happens quickly so that it is finished, so that this phase is finished. Enjoy the process. If this connection is clean and everything is fine concerning the moral aspects and ethical aspects of your relationship and contact with this person, so both of you are free and both of you are starting with good and positive and clean intentions, then definitely feel that casual play on the way, because there is universe playing on its way. We don't meet partners that we end up with without any reason. There is always a reason behind it, and it is always connected with our heart chakra. And we can see that here your future self is telling you that heart opens itself. That means that in some periods we close our hearts to protect our hearts. However, when our heart is closed, it is closed for everything and everyone, and we cannot basically develop, we cannot grow, we cannot do anything. We are just like empty shells, like closed shells. We cannot do anything with life. We cannot move, we cannot do anything. So your future self is saying to you that your biggest power is an open heart, and you should not prevent your heart to open. I see that there is some kind of precautious, because maybe you have been lied to before, and maybe not everyone was very honest towards you, and you are very, very much guiding your heart. And you should not just give your heart to the first person that comes along. That is big no. But also at the same time, your future self is telling you that opening your heart means truly living this life and experiencing it fully with this casual play. So this is the first messages that we are receiving, and we are gonna open a little bit more cards to receive a little bit more, to see what your future self is telling you. Freedom and Two of Pentacles, Strength, and Six of Cups. Okay, so beautiful. Your future self is telling you that your future, if you are now in the phase that you're fantasizing a lot about many things, and if you are a little bit confused about what you want and what you don't want, and who you are and who you are not, and so on and so on, your future self is telling you that all of those thoughts of that kind are going to finish. Why? Because the life is going to show you exact direction where you need to go. And you need to do something that only you are capable of, and you will do that. Look at this card of strength, which is very unique in this deck, and it is showing a mermaid saving a blue whale. It means that this net that it is around this animal, it is consequence of society. So this is something that human made. This is man-made problem. And your future self is telling you that you're going to resolve a man-made problem, consequence of man-made action. You're going to be a very important part of resolving something that people did, and they did a lot of damage to it. It could be connected with environment, it could be connected with animals, but it could also be connected with people. It could be connected with victims of war. It could be connected with any kind of injustice in the world which is caused by humankind. So your future self is telling you that you have a very big purpose, and that it is nice that you are going through your life thinking that maybe relationship is, the most important thing. And it is, because you will have to have partners. You will have to have a person who is going to be with you to help you, basically, in the background. That person is going to be there in the background. You are going to be the main hero, let's say it like that, who is going to perform this action. However, without the person in the background, you will not be able to... that is what I'm receiving here. So you don't need many people, actually. If you think that for doing what you want to do, people are needed, that is not correct. So your future self is telling you just need one person. You just need somebody who is going to actually support you, so that you would come to this point to do this. Because sometimes for some things we need a community, but for some things, depending what is our purpose, sometimes we don't actually need community, because community is the one who is doing this that you are going to be fighting against. So this is something, like I already said, man-made. Some kind of injustice that you are gonna very actively try to change and better. And this means that you have to have a lot of skills. So I see that you are learning a lot of skills on your way. Your future self is telling you that you will know many things. So you will not only know how to do one thing, you will be very versatile. You will know how to manage many things at the same time. You will have to know, you will have to do it, so that you would be able to do what you are meant to do. Pile number 3. This freedom is here because this is freedom of desires. So if you are troubled with desires right now, if you have too many of them and you are all the time having this wishful thinking, what if this would happen, what if that would happen, what if this person would do that, that person would do, or you are fantasizing a lot about partners or other people or anything, your future self is telling you that the real freedom is freedom from those thoughts. Because the real freedom is by accepting your destiny and fate, and taking what God is bringing to you, what divine, what universe is putting in front of you. That is real freedom. Not when we act like we are God and we are actually saying, this is for me, this is for me, I'm going to take this because I want that. No. When we remove ourselves because we are very, very small, unimportant, then we experience the freedom. When we listen, actually, what is coming our way, when we follow the signs that are happening in front of us, we always receive the signs. Nothing is happening without a reason. Pile number 3. So everything that is happening, every little thing or big thing is happening because it is a sign. Something is guiding us and showing us not to go there or go there. The paths are literally opening in front of our eyes. We just sometimes don't look or observe enough. So in your case, your future self is telling you, free yourself from fantasizing about the things that will never bring you where you need to go. And real freedom is freedom of mind. That means that the only one that can give you that freedom is you, only yourself. You will not receive it from anyone else, and the freedom is not doing what you want. The freedom is following the divine, following the signs around you, the things that are guiding you in the way that you need to go. Because that is how life functions. The life functions in the way that we go from point A to point B, and we need to enjoy the road. However, if we are not truly seeing and following the sign, we will have to go from A to C to D to G to F to Y, then back to B, and so on to actually reach our destination. And our path will be hard, long, and full of struggle. So everything happens because we don't actually acquire the real freedom. When we do, then everything settles down and everything is easy, and it's coming very easy. Pile number 3. So your future self is telling you, the Magician reversed, the connection heaven and earth, and love. So this Magician reversed is specifically connected with network. So it is connected with the internet. For you, pile number 3 concretely, you have to shut down the internet. Literally, you have to shut down internet, because the internet is going to pull you down and away from your life goal and mission. You see, the connection heaven and earth. Connection heaven and earth. That means that this is very, very similar to, like, we are on internet, we are living in virtual lives. Nothing is real there. So nothing is real. From the pictures, from the stories, from the ways how people present themselves. Even when you see somebody on that picture and in live, you cannot even recognize that person. So internet unreal, reality real. Reality, what you see, that is what you get, basically. That is how you perceive, because it is in front of you. You can touch it, you can smell it, you can feel it. It cannot be compared. So heaven and earth, that could be metaphor also for virtual and for material in this case. And for you, you have to balance these two very, very well. Why? Because to come to the point where you belong, where you need to come, to do this incredible gesture for the world, I would say, pile number 3. You have to shut down others. That is the thing. Everyone has their own opinion. Everyone is pushing themselves. So internet is the place where everyone is trying to promote themselves. Either spiritually, either physically, either mentally, either however. Everyone is selling themselves in a way. And you don't have time for that. So if you want to really, truly come to the thing that where you need to come, and you will come there, then the steps that you will have to do, and your future self is telling you, is to stop going to the places that will distract you from your goal. What you need to do is find the balance between the real and unreal. And the real guide and the real connection will be love. Love. So in which way I mean love? I mean love in the way of appreciation. Where love is happening. It can happen in our mind, in our heart, of course, and we can manifest it through the physical. However, the strongest love is love that we are feeling with our soul. That is unconditional love. And this unconditional love will definitely lead us to the places where we need to go. Let your inner knowledge flow out joyfully. That is exactly what I was just saying. So you already have all of the answers within you. Just now at this moment, maybe you are doubting yourself because you don't see the outcome. You're just living your life. You don't have any plans. You're not planning anything. You're just going from day to day. You are enjoying little things, not expecting much. You are living day by day. And that type of life, that type of movement, it's not really setting you setting you clearly towards your goal. So something needs to be prepared. Look at this universal egg. 5 of chalices. So yes, you need to give up something. And it's interesting that this card is coming up over internet card and over fantasy card. So internet fantasies and then abandoning. Because this is something that is pulling you away from your path. With this universal egg of preparation, it means that soon you will have to start preparing yourself for the future. You will have to stop living your life day by day and for day by day, because that will not really bring you anywhere. Pile number 3. And your future self is telling you there is something that you need to do. It's almost like it's whispering you. You need to do something. Hello, hi there. I know that you're having fun from day to day life, but you have to do something very significant. You have to move. You have to do something to, abandon these patterns of behavior. It is just keeping you stuck in some kind of loop. Inspire yourself. We again receive the music. So the music will be very powerful activator for you. Pile number 3. And try to feel yourself and try to fulfill yourself with very good and very positive and very inspiring music, so that it would bring the energy, the fresh energy that can activate what you actually have inside, because you have a lot of emotions inside that needs to go out. I also see that expression is very important, so don't keep your thoughts, emotions and fears inside of yourself. Express them to the person who is beside you. And this beautiful Ace of Chalices, your future self is telling me that all of these explosions of feelings that you have inside, they are going to come to there will be a point when it is going to literally explode, and you will receive that opportunity. Look at how this fontaine and this whale actually have absolutely the same shape, very similar. It is like everything is pointing up, everything is going towards the peak. So your future self is telling you, don't worry, you will come to this point and you will do something very significant. However, it is also advising you to already start preparing yourself for the future and to start abandoning the things that are pulling you away from your true mission. So pile number 3, stay on the good path and try to think a little bit more about your future. I know that sometimes being and living from day to day is something that we end up in, like a routine, but that can also be changed, and you can change that. So if you feel ready to do it, just do it. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. It is very interesting, very deep and very complex reading. It was very interesting to me. And if you like these videos, please subscribe, like, share, or comment. I love to read your comments. Pile number 3, and every support coming from you is welcomed so much, deeply from my heart. So thank you so much, and see you soon. Bye.